ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते रोमपदस्वामिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिति नामिने. So we are continuing the book, The Nectarean Ocean of the Holy Name by Sachinandanan Swami Maharaj. So we are in the final stage almost. Uh, we are continuing the appendix. This appendix is compiled with the Srimad Bhagavatam verses, especially from Canto 10 and level. So, in the continuation of this thing, Srimad Bhagavatam 10.15.6. Ete linastavayaso kila lokatirtam gayanta adi purushanupatam bhajante prayohami muni gana bhavadiyamuka गूढ़ं वनेपि न जाहति अनाघात्मा दैवम. O original personality, these beasts must all be great sages and most elevated devotees of yours, for they are worshipping you by following you along the path and chanting your glories, which are themselves a holy place for the entire world. Though you have disgusted yourself with this forest, O sinful one, they refuse to abandon you, their worshipable Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam 10:35-11. Sarasi Sarasa Hamsa Vihangas चारु गीतावृता चेत साहित्या हरिम उपासता ते यथा चित्ता हंता मिलिता दृशोद्रत मौना. The charming flute's song then steals away the minds of cranes, swans, and other lake-dwelling birds. Indeed, they approach Krishna, close their eyes, and maintaining strict silence, worship him by fixing their consciousness upon him in deep meditation. Srimad Bhagavatam 10:21-14. Prayo प्रायो बताम्ब विहागा मुनयो वनेस्मिन् कृष्णे स्थितं तद् उदितं कलावेणुगितम् आरुह्य हे द्रौमभुजन् रुचिरा प्रवलन् शृण्वन्ति मिलिता दृशो Vigatanya. O mother, in this forest all the birds have risen into the beautiful branches of the trees to see Krishna with closed eyes. They are simply listening in silence to the sweet vibrations of its flute, and they are not attracted by any other sound. Surely these birds are on the same level as great sages. Srimad Bhagavatam 10:21-11. Dhanyasma muda gayatopi harinya eta यानन्दनन्दनम् उपात विचित्रवेशम् आकर्ण्यवेणुरनितं सह कृष्णसारा पूजं ददुर्विरचितं प्रयाणुवलोके. Blessed blessed are all these foolish deer because they have approached Maharaja Nanda's son, who is gorgeously dressed and is playing on his flute. Indeed, both the dew and the bugs worship the Lord with looks of love and affection. Srimad Bhagavatam 10:21-13. Gavascha Krishna Mukha Nigata Venu Gita Piyusam Utabita कर्णपुते पिबत्या सवा स्नुता स्नानपया कवलास्मतस्तुर गोविन्दम् आत्मनि दृशाश्रुकला स्पृशन्त्या. Using their upraised ears as vessels, the cows are drinking the nectar of the fluid song flowing out of Krishna's mouth. The cows, their mouths full of milk from their mother's moist nipples, stand still as they take Govinda within themselves through their tear-filled eyes and embrace him within their hearts. Srimad Bhagavatam 10:35-5. Vrindasho vraja vrushamarga gavo venum vadya vruta chitasa arat dhanta dashta kavala druta karna nidrita likita chitram ivasan. O girls, these sons of Nanda, who gives joy to the distressed bear, study lightning on his chest, and as a smile like a jeweled necklace. Now please hear something wonderful. When he vibrates his flute, Vraja's bulls, deer, and cows, standing in group at a great distance, are all captivated by the sound, and they stop chewing the food in their mouths and cook their ears. Stunned, they appear as if asleep or like figures in painting. in a painting. Srimad Bhagavatam 10:21-17. Purna Pulindya Urugaya Padabjaraga Sri Kunkumena Dahita Snana Manditena Taddarshana Smara Rujastruna Rushitena Limpatya Anana Limpatya Anana Kuche Sujahustadadim. O origin, the origin women of the Vrindavana area because became disturbed by lust when they see the grass marked with reddish kunkuma powder endowed with the color of Krishna's lotus feet. This powder originally decorated the breast of his beloveds, and when the origin women smears it on their faces and breasts, they feel fully satisfied and give up all their anxiety. Srimad Bhagavatam 10:12-6. Yadi duram gata Krishno vana shobhe kshanayatam aham purvam iti samprishya remire. Sometimes Krishna would go to a somewhat distant place to see the beauty of the forest. Then all other boys would run to accompany him, each one saying, I shall be the first to run and touch Krishna. I shall touch Krishna first. In this way, they enjoyed life by repeatedly touching Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 10 to 11. Ittam satam brahma sukhanubhutya dasyam gatanam para daivatena maya shitanam naradarakena sakam vijaho kruta punya puja punja. In this way, all the cowherd boys used to play with Krishna, who is the source of the Brahman effulgence for Jnanis desiring to merge into that effulgence, who is the supreme personality of Godhead for devotees who have accepted eternal servitorship, and who are ordinary persons is but another ordinary child. The cowherd boys, having accumulated the result of pious activities for many lives, were able to associate in this way with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. How can one explain their great fortune? Srimad Bhagavatam 10:12. Yat pada pumshur bahujanma kuchrato dhrutatma bir yogi bir api alabhya sa eva yadruk visaya swayam stita किम वर्ण्यते दिशम अतो व्रजाकक्षम. Yogis may undergo severe austerities and penances for many births and by practicing yama, niyama, asana, and pranayama, none of which are easily performed. Yet, in due course of time, when these yogis attain the perfection of controlling the mind, they will still be unable to taste even a particle of dust from the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What then can we describe about the great fortune of the inhabitants of Rajabhumi's Vrindavana, with whom the Supreme Personality of Godhead personally lived and who saw the Lord face to face? Srimad Bhagavatam 10:15-16. Kvachit pallavat talpesu niyudashtamakar vrikshamulustraya sete gopa Gopo Gopo Hana. Sometimes Lord Krishna grew tired from fighting and lay down at the base of a tree, resting upon a bed made of soft twigs and buds and using the lap of a cowherd friend as his pillow. So I will stop here, Prabhu. So in the appendix, Maharaja compiled all the verses from the Bhagavatam, especially 10th canto and 11th canto, and explaining the how cowherd boys enjoyed uh, with Krishna face to face in Vrajabhumi, Vrindavana. Those all the pastimes and the ecstasy, how they feeling, the glories, everything explained in these last verses. I think we are very close to reading of this book, and the reason Maharaja kept this last portion appendix with that one is that uh, compiled with all these Bhagavatam verses, because in the finally it's like a Ayurvedic medicine. That's what Maharaj explained in when starting this section. They act as a potent nectar to purify the heart, study the devotion, and increase one's love for Krishna, which is ultimate. We need that uh, desire. I mean, like that is what we are. We want at the end. That's the reason Maharaj explaining all these verses compiled from 10th canto and 11th canto. So this is